Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the inner seasons with regards to the menstrual cycle. So with particular focus in this video on the inner winter season, which is when you would actually be menstruating, having your period. When I'm recording this, it's literally I think just a day or so just before the full moon. So for those of you that are actually going to be having your period around the full moon as well, take note, because this should help you quite a bit as well with that. And I have got a few of the videos on my channel of information about what it means for you when you bleed at the full moon, as well as the other moon cycles as well. And I'm going to keep adding to those and updating them as well. Now, we know that when that moon gets bigger and larger in the sky, literally that for many of us, that can resemble in us as well, especially if we're due on. Everything seems to be more sensitive, feelings and emotions come to the surface. You know, some of you that are more sensitive may feel it in your body. You literally might feel like you are swelling up like a balloon, and it can just feel like a lot to deal with. Now, with the inner seasons, that we have. So obviously we have what is also called like the moon cycles that the period relates to. But in this, I'm just going to discuss like the inner seasons, but I'm only going to focus in this video on the inner winter. So each month, basically, you move through an inner winter, spring, summer, and autumn, and then back to winter again. And each phase will give a specific kind of psychological challenges that you will have to kind of rise and go through and literally grow, and your power can build and help you get through those times. I will kind of be discussing with you as well the natural powers and tasks and challenges of the inner winter season and how that will affect you. So with inner winter, it is that time when you will be bleeding. So it is the menstruation phase. So a bit like when we actually have winter as a season, people like retreat inwards a lot. They'll stay indoors more. It's cold, you know, they'll want to rest. And that it kind of relates back into your cycle. Okay, so with that inner winter, it's like basically it's kind of like see it as your time to rebirth and then be reborn at the end of it. And it's really about making time for your self-care and your inner work, and really prioritizing you and allowing yourself, as hard as it is in this modern day and world, but to be able to give yourself some you time. And I know in a world where it's glamorized to like be busy, or seen, you know, if you're not busy and not doing that, you're lazy, and you know, well, what's your purpose, and you have to be going 24/7. And actually, no, the beauty and the gift can lie sometimes just in you being still and being yourself and giving yourself that time and space to honor yourself. Now, during your inner winter, which is the menstruation phase, you will have a lot of natural powers, and some of those can be being able to detach from things, having a stronger inner connection to yourself, having that stillness, having an expansive awareness and altered state of consciousness. Remember, when you're menstruating, you will receive a lot more intuition and guidance, and your intuition will be at its peak. Your dreams, of course, will be more vivid, and it will be a lot easier for you to connect like spiritually in your dream state and consciously, you know, trust the information and guidance you get come through. It's also, you know, a purification and healing process that your body can go through. Acceptance for yourself, a great time to be able to forgive and yourself and others. You know, you might want to receive love, even if that is through self-love. You know, like we said, making time for yourself to focus on, you know, what are you eating? How are you nourishing your body? You know, is it things like, actually, if you're busy with your family or your children all the time, is it things like just being able to have an hour in the bath alone and just to soothe yourself? You know, also a time of intimacy and union, although many of you may not feel you want to be like that, maybe with a partner, but, you know, to be intimate and at union and one with yourself and really connect with yourself. And, you know, you may get a lot of visions and things come through. As we said, that kind of ties into your inner guidance that can be really powerful at that time. And everything begins and ends with the menstruation, which is your inner winter. So if you have that ability to be able to just surrender to that season and the gifts that it's giving you, you will definitely be able to move through the rest of your cycle in a more successful way. And remembering that menstruation is the time to abandon all responsibilities and just do nothing. It's the moment for just rest, repair, and renewal. And I really feel as women, we need to kind of honor that more. And if that means, having a day off work, which is the first day of your cycle, might not be possible for everyone. But it might be necessary for you. As where you can, with whatever's in your power and control, really try and prioritize your needs and listen to the needs of your body. It's essential that you give yourself that respite, that retreat that you will need, you at that time you need to have your inwards time. It's not so much about attending social things, pleasing others, being busy. No, you need to stop and retreat inwards and honor the flow and the cycle of your body, which I know is hard in this modern world that detaches us from that. But believe me when I say it will help you. You just need to let go and rest and nurture yourself and claim space for yourself. Okay, I think one of the messages I really want to make clear is that we, in society, in the modern world, I just feel like the gift of menstruation is actually seen as like a burden and something that's not really addressed and is like masked over. Like people take medication, don't they, to ease symptoms of it and to basically kind of blocking out as much as they can this actual gift, or oh no, my period's going to come when I'm doing this and this, or some of us are probably being there where you've continued then to take birth control pills or anything they can to try and stop that, instead of actually going with the flow of what nature and your body is telling us to do. And it's trying to bring up what we need to focus on and where our attention needs to go. And I know it can be a really big challenge because, as we said, in this culture, it just doesn't value it. And there is no substitute for rest, though, because all human beings need it, and menstruation is a natural moment for it. So if you don't rest, you can rapidly become unmotivated, exhausted, and possibly ill. And as I always like to kind of use this kind of old quote, but if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. So I really want to just try and focus on changing that mindset of receiving our gifts and blessings of menstruation and not seeing it as like this burden or this awful experience, and trying to embrace it as much as we can in a positive way, and using the benefits of each part of our cycle to really help us through that. And you will definitely become more aware of your purpose and why you're here and what matters to you most during your bleed time. And as we say, connecting and having that purpose to make time to connect into yourself or to the universe, and really focusing on what you want to release within that phase will be really, really powerful for you. And you'll find that the more you flow with the energies, everything just is so much easier for you to work through. So things to just kind of recap and be mindful of is that your energy will be a lot lower. You will often probably need time alone, and also to have that time kind of with honest emotions that come up and honoring those emotions and things that do come up, and again, remembering to focus on replenishing your body and mind and making time for your rest and self-connection. So that is, in summary, what your inner winter phase is about. So guys, I hope that's kind of been helpful to you, and I can't wait to do more videos and share more with you about this topic, as it's something I'm really passionate about. Thank you to everyone that likes, comments and subscribes. I'm truly blessed and grateful for all of you, and I hope these videos can reach many more of you. Thank you.